In today's Money Smart, expert MJ Harris is answering viewer questions.
Good to see you.
Yes.
See you both.
All right, this is a doozy.
Yeah, for sure.
Tanya from Chino Hills emailed in a question, and she says that her husband and I divorced 3 years ago after he cheated and had another child. We have reconciled and we'll be remarried next month. Since we divorced, I doubled my salary and saved a ton of money. We also had one pot of money before, but I don't feel I should have to help with his child support or new debts, and I want to protect myself. How should I approach this sensitive subject with him? Oh my goodness.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I said when I saw it. This is just a complicated situation, but isn't life and love complicated? What I'll say is this. First of all, Tanya, I really think that you should give yourself permission to put yourself first. That's what I would tell Tanya.
That's great.
The reality is that there's nothing wrong with wanting to protect yourself. He stepped out. He made the mistake. You're making the choice to take him back. That's admirable, but that still was his choice that created all this. So what I would do is have an honest conversation with him and say, these are my financial priorities at this point in my life. Paying child support is not one of those priorities. Love you, love the child, but that's just not a priority for me. And what I would advise her to do is before getting married, she may want to sit with an attorney in her state just to talk about how she could be impacted by his debts or his new obligations, because that may inform how she moves forward with the marriage also.
Any reason to do a prenup?
I think prenups are always a great idea, rather it's this type of complicated situation or not. The good thing about prenuptial agreements is that they outline how money will be handled in the marriage and, heaven forbid, after the marriage. So I think it's always great to do prenups when you're on good terms.
This might be like more of an emotional, like life coach kind of talk, but a lot of my friends who want to do prenups on both sides are afraid to ask the other person because they're scared that person is going to leave the relationship. That's a red flag.
I would say anytime someone gets disrupted or gets upset about talking about money, it's a red flag. I think the best way to bring up a prenuptial agreement conversation is to simply say, I want us to be able to come to terms with how we want to handle money while we're in love and while we're on the same page, rather than having to come to terms with it at a later point in time. And keep in mind, prenups are not all about divorce. They talk about how bills will be handled during the marriage. So it's just a prenuptial, pre-marriage agreement that outlines a number of factors. Divorce is just one of those.
And you handle those for people?
I make recommendations for attorneys who can handle them. Absolutely.
Well, one thing's for sure, she did save a ton of money between marriage and marriage too. That's now a premarital asset. That's hers and hers only.
Absolutely. I think she made a great choice. She said, after the marriage, I'm going to improve my financial situation.
Yeah.
I mean, she did a great thing.
All right. Thank you for the advice. Good luck, Tonya.
Maybe that's what
right. You can sign up for MJ's online financial empowerment and motivational community at mjharrissuccesscircle.com.
All right.